Apparently people are supposed to be living here. Yeah, he's been there for a minute. He's been there for a while.
Yeah, for sure.
Police are at the home of Romuan Moye, where they discovered a decomposed body of an 11-year-old boy. As the investigation unfolds, conversations with the family begin to dismantle everything they initially believed about the case, pulling them into a harrowing truth that will likely haunt them for the rest of their lives.
I can tell you that dad is weird. He's really super quiet.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Too quiet.
On October 10th, 2023, the Milwaukee Police Department received a chilling call that would haunt them for days to come. On the line was Jay Moye, a distraught brother who described what he had just witnessed inside his father's home. Officers were immediately dispatched to his father's residence on Elmhurst Road, where they arrived at around 6:15 p.m. But as they made their way inside the house, even Jay's haunting account could not have prepared them for the nightmare waiting behind the door.
Milwaukee Police, if you're in here, announce yourself. If anyone else is in here. I'm taking the basement.
I'm on your 6, I'll sign up. Creep. I'm on you.
The entire house lay in disarray, and as the search unfolded, each officer began to realize exactly what kind of place they had stepped into.
Apparently people are supposed to be living here.
Or some sort of family member.
Where's family at?
No working toilet. No working shower. It's crazy.
The toilet overflowed with human waste, and thick mold clung to the sink and shower walls. But that was only the beginning. Trash spilled out from closets and bedrooms, tangled with piles of clothing. The floors were coated in grime, and the stench of rotting food filled the air, seeping from every corner of the kitchen. The state of the house left each officer stunned and reeling. But one of them was about to come face to face with the horrifying discovery that had brought them there.
Bro. Dude.
Amid the chaos and filth, officers discovered the body of Jacarie Robinson hidden beneath a blanket.
Yeah, he's been there for a minute. 6-9, can you just do a call history search for this location for the past month?
His frail, emaciated frame was crawling with maggots and weighed barely 54 pounds. Signs of moderate decomposition made it clear that he had been dead for some time. Severely malnourished and forgotten, he had been left to rot in the very place he once called home.
Is this house occupied?
It's apparently he was just staying here.
Where's the DOE?
Right here.
Right here.
Oh.
Doesn't even look like.
As officers searched for clues to understand what had led Jacarie to such a horrifying state, his body revealed disturbing answers of its own.
You're just by himself?
He's been there for a while.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it looks like someone wrapped him up like that, put a blanket over him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that top, the t-shirt on his
Especially
head.
if the blanket and the t-shirt is over his head when they come in here.
And no one else was in here with him, just him?
Apparently his brother just checked up on him because he hasn't heard from him. That's brother outside. I guess he's supposed to be living with dad.
So this is probably mom's residence?
Either male or female.
As they tried to determine who lives with the child, the answers came quickly. But the bitter truth is far more disturbing than anything they could have imagined.
I mean, if there's two other, bunk beds, where the other kids are.
Right. Wonder if this is just a nasty case of neglect.
Probably.
As the other officers continued to clear the rest of the house, the answer to Jacarie's skeletal body became evident. The kitchen sink was thickly coated with mold, and the running refrigerator was packed with spoiled food. It was clear that Jacarie had likely gone without proper food or drink and had lived in filth long before his death. This became another grim clue as to what had happened to the child. To uncover more about the situation, the investigators began canvassing the neighborhood for information about the family and the child. But what they discovered about the child's living conditions would be far more disturbing than they ever imagined.
Oh man, Officer Holmes, Milwaukee Police Department. Just checking if you might have seen anything or heard anything.
I just got off of work. I was just trying to see.
Do you know who lived next door?
A dude and a bunch of little girls.
What do you mean, do like a grown man?
A grown man and some girls. That's all I see over there. Is a grown man and some girls.
When's the last time you seen them?
Maybe last week.
Last week. So it's the 10th now.
They don't really be out there.
No? And you said like it was a grown man and how many girls?
It was like, it's about 5 of them, I guess. I don't know.
And you never knew their name?
No.
Okay.
Did something happen to these little girls?
That's what we're trying to figure out, who stays there. We're trying to figure out who lives there. Because we don't got no information on the house on who lives there.
They ain't there?
Nobody's there. That's what we're trying to figure out, what's going on and who stays there.
It's unsettling that while the woman mentions a grown man and several girls living in the house, she makes no mention of a young boy, let alone Jacarie. As officers continue speaking with more residents, a darker and more troubling picture of the family begins to emerge.
So you talked to someone from who was inside this house on Saturday?
Yeah, they were sitting on the porch.
Who was outside on the porch?
It was a younger female.
Had you seen her before?
I speak to the girls all the time because they take the garbage out and they play with my granddaughter sometimes.
So you know any of their names in there?
Mm-mm.
Okay, but you talked to someone from that house on Saturday?
Yeah.
They were inside that house?
They were sitting on the porch.
Do you know they live there? Or you
I
just know
have
they
the
stay there?
slightest idea.
Hello.
No one was home.
Oh, okay. You live here?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Yeah. So, our captain wanted us to talk to neighbors to see if you guys seen any activity at that residence. Anybody going in and out within the past week?
No, there's always that one family with the dad and then the girls. That's it.
Okay. Did you see them outside, like in the week, this past week at
Yeah.
all?
They're always outside. They come out. But,
How about the little brother?
Actually, I didn't know they even had a little brother until they said so. I always thought it was all girls. I don't
Okay.
pay them attention. They little. My kids all adults.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I see them, but I wave at the dad. That's about it.
During the search, officers also noted that at least one girl lived inside the house.
Probably. So the kid's supposed to be, what, 11, they said?
Yeah.
What's Brianna? To daddy.
Probably don't.
One
His
of the
sister.
girls?
As the officers continued questioning residents, one finally spoke to a woman who remembered seeing Jacarie. But what she revealed was deeply unsettling.
Hello. Hi. So our captain wanted us to talk to neighbors to see if you guys seen any activity going on at that house in the past week. Any like kids playing outside? Like our main person that we're asking for is a little boy, like an 11-year-old little boy.
11-year-old. I haven't seen him in a while.
Okay.
You remember last time we seen him? When they was walking to the store like a month ago.
A month ago? Okay. Okay.
Is he okay? The little boy?
He's deceased. Yeah. What were you guys, when you guys did see him, how would you guys describe him? Like, was he playful? Was he quiet?
You could tell he was
Weak?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Like, did nobody know? Like, the other girls didn't know about the brother?
Yeah, there was no one in the house when we got on scene. So I don't know if the dad and the girls went somewhere else or what, but there was no one here. Yeah, so.
I can tell you that dad is weird. He's really super quiet.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Keep quiet.
I guess the grandma had told us that she talked to Dad a couple days ago and he said the child was fine. But it doesn't look like the child was alive a couple days ago. He's been there for, I would say, more than a week.
Yeah.
So
Was he hiding, or was he just like in his room?
oh no, he's just in the living room.
Now, while finding out what led to Jacarie's death remained the top priority, many of the crucial answers rested with the person who had first uncovered the tragedy, Jacarie's older brother. Visibly distraught, he had much to reveal about the child's final days.
Was the door unlocked or was it locked? It was unlocked? Okay. So is he supposed to have his cell phone with him?
Jacarie?
Yeah.
He have a cell phone, but I don't even think that is on.
Okay.
I don't even think that is on, bro.
How long ago did you start getting concerned for him?
I've been concerned for like the last month, but it really got serious like within the last week.
Yeah.
Cause I dished it. My dad been dodging. Like every time I come over here, every time I come over here to like drop the kids off or something to him, he'd say he's not here. But I'm like, how you not here if you just told them?
Jay tells the officer that he tried multiple times to reach out to his father to see Jacarie, but every time his father gave him some excuse.
Cause he been texting me today saying he only got a couple days left to live. Like yesterday, last couple of days, he been telling me like his been messing with him. He said he only got a couple days left to live, this and that. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, Dad, he said he don't want us to see him like that. So he been staying away from us. So I'm like, Dad, I need to see you. Like, if you only got a couple days left to live, I need to see you. You had me for the last couple of years. I'm like, if you got that, and if it's that serious, I need to spend time with you before you leave. So he been telling me that I don't have. He been telling me like no, I don't have the energy right now. As soon as I get the energy, son, I would definitely you can definitely see me. So I'm like, I just knew. I'm like, no, something.
You just felt something wasn't right.
I just knew it because I'm like, you don't never dodge me like this. You never dodge me like this. So when I finally got over here, I stood at the door. I called his name. I was at the door. I was calling my dad, and I'm like, Dad, if you in there, please come out. I thought he was just lying about not being here. So when I opened the door the first time.
Now, while the audio of what Jay saw when he re-entered the house is redacted, officers had already witnessed the horror for themselves and knew the truth about Jacarie. But as the conversation with Jay continued, a disturbing portrait of his father slowly began to emerge.
When you walked in there, was there anything that kind of looked out of place? Anything out of the norm?
The house itself.
Just in what words?
Order, complete, like as if like no one lived there.
Because I was about to mention, is the kitchen usually like that?
Dude, when I was off for words when I went in that house, bro.
Yeah.
When I went in there and I seen that house.
I mean, what was the relationship between him and Jacarie?
Honestly, bro, he's been telling me that the last couple of months that Jacarie has been like real bad, and that he's been keeping Corey away from us. And I've been wondering, I've been wondering why he can never come with us. Every time we go somewhere, it's always the girls. He always let the two girls come, but he never let Jacarie come. And my mom even noticed that. She even asked me like, why Jacarie never can come to nothing? He always got to stay here. Why is that? So then, I never, ever in my life expected this.
Jay further explains that after moving out of the house a few years earlier, he asked his father to bring Jacarie to him. But each time, his requests were met with refusal and disappointment.
On the brother?
Yeah, is he like a skinny kid?
Dude, that's another thing. He's gotten super skinny over time. Like the times I didn't see him, like for his birthday, I seen him August 19th. He was super skinny. Like, I try not to really say nothing about it, but I'm like, damn, like, the fuck? Is he eating? Like, did he starve to death? What the fuck happened to him?
So you saw him August 19th?
Yes, that was like really the last really good time I saw him, because he asked me, can I stay with him? I gave him some toys, and I was about to leave, and my little brother said, can you stay with me for a little bit? And as soon as he said that, it hit me. I'm like, damn, I sat and played with him with his toys for a little bit on the porch. About a good 30 minutes and I left. Like, he never really had a big brother figure, man. That's the thing, and I tried to tell my dad, like, let him come over, Dad. Let him play the game with me. Let him come by my house. He can chill with me. This and that, Dad. I don't understand it, bro. I'm lost.
Jay shares that his father had not only cut off his access to Jacarie, but also prevented their mother from seeing him. Frustrated, she decided to report the situation to the police. When Jay informed his father about her decision, his father claimed that he wasn't living in the house and didn't care. That response raised serious doubts for Jay and ultimately led him to the house on this fateful day. As the interview continued, Jay revealed how disturbed and broken his little brother had become.
His verbal skills, his communication, were they like up to 11-year-old, were they like sound mind, like he could have a one-on-one conversation?
Definitely.
Okay, so if something was going on, do you think he would have found comfort in you and at least kind of disclosed it, or do you think that he was in fear of something else?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Every time I spoke with him, I was never speaking to him alone. And every time I asked him, was he okay, he tell me no. Every time I asked my little brother. And I see him, I'm like, Carl, you all right? Because I can see them, he just looks super down. For a little kid don't look down every time you see them. Yeah. A little kid's supposed to be happy. So every time I see him, and the fact that he'd tell me every time, no, I'm not okay. As a kid, you telling me you're not okay? I knew something wasn't wrong. But as a big brother, I didn't want to think nothing of this nature.
Why the father had singled out Jacarie in this way, and why the family hadn't stepped in or taken action despite the child's clearly declining health and his own admission of feeling low, was a critical concern that needed deeper investigation. Now, while the investigation into Jacarie's tragic death was still unfolding, the urgency to locate the girls living with their father and ensure their safety grew just as pressing. At that moment, Jacarie's mother arrived at the scene. She carried some of the vital answers that investigators had been searching for, but what she revealed exposed an even darker side of Jacarie's life.
When was the last time you saw Jacarie?
I haven't seen my son in over 3 years.
Okay.
Every time when I would call Romuan and ask him, can I see my son, he would tell me no, he's too bad. I said, Romuan, a kid is never that bad where they can't see their mom. Mm-hmm. That's his bull. I texted Romuan early today. I was at work. I texted him over and over. I said, Romuan, when can I come and see? Can Jacarie come over? I got the girls. Can I get Jacarie? He said, Jacarie will be with you very soon. Yeah. He said, I'm too weak right now to bring him to you, but I will make sure that he gets to you today. I said, okay, fine. Then I had mentioned my son. I said, well, Zayas can come and get him and bring him over to me. Mm-hmm. Then I get a call. Just getting off of work, I got a call. My daughter said, Mama, I knew it. Found it.
When you texted Romuan, did he ever respond to you?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He responded to you today?
Yes, he did, several times.
Okay, and what did he say to you?
Okay, this is the number he texted me from right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, this phone. Oh, it's such a jerk. But he said, I don't have enough. He pretty much saying he don't have no energy to bring Jacarie to me. Mm-hmm. And I just kept texting. Mm-hmm. And then I said, because he had told me I know he got. And I said, you're going to be okay. You go, prayer works and all this other stuff. He said, I'm not feeling good. He said, but I will, pretty much bring Jacarie. Mm-hmm. He said, yes, I have Jacarie. Yes, I have pretty much. I got Jacarie here. Jacarie's fine. Mm-hmm. But then this.
Officers identified Jacarie's mother as Jacarie Robinson, and through her, they confirmed the identity of his father as 45-year-old Romuan Moye. Romuan had custody of Jacarie, and while he had no criminal record, he had previously been accused of neglect or mistreatment involving his other children on at least 4 occasions. Though this raised serious concerns, officers soon found some relief in locating the girls.
And you have all the other kids, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that was one of the clarification questions we were waiting for, so at least we know the other kids are safe. Mm-hmm. So that's always a good thing. When's the last time you talked to him on the phone or even talked to your son?
I haven't talked to. First of all, I haven't seen my son in over 3 years. He kept him away from me for 3 years.
Okay.
I don't understand that. I talked to Jacarie about maybe about 5 weeks ago. I had got the girls again. I said, Jacarie, Romuan, where's Jacarie? He said, he right here. I said, Jacarie, man, you gotta be good so you can come over and have some fun with us. He said, okay, mama. That was it. That was the last conversation we had.
He's 11?
11 damn years old.
And when was that conversation when he said, okay? Do you remember?
About 5 weeks ago, maybe.
About a little over a month ago?
Yeah.
Okay. But otherwise, you haven't talked to him since?
Mm-mm.
Even when officers speak with Jay and his mother, Yolan, both together and separately, their statements remain consistent. Both say that they haven't seen Jacarie in a long time, and that Romuan had sent the other girls to Yolan's home some time ago. Romuan and Yolan had 6 children together, yet somehow he had managed to keep their son away from her for so long. Why? Nothing they had uncovered so far explained that. Or was there something about Jacarie that no one was willing to reveal? As the officers dug deeper, Yolan offered a possible explanation behind Romuan's behavior.
Where did it go wrong? Kind of scenarios
Like what he could have possibly did to take your son's damn life. I understand you going through, you just lost your girlfriend. I understand that. But damn, your son, come on, Romuan. You better than that, man. You better than that.
And did you guys just is this a new girlfriend or it's been a couple years that
he's been with well, she's past 2 now.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, he couldn't cope with that, with her dying, because I guess they were supposed to get married like the next day as she passed. So I don't know if he just couldn't cope with her death and just took it out on Jacarie. I don't know.
This was a serious concern. As the initial crime scene investigation wrapped up, the team knew that they had identified the right person. Now they needed answers that only Romuan could give. On February 25th, 2024, Romuan was apprehended and swiftly brought in for questioning. What they didn't expect was that his explanation would leave them absolutely stunned.
Obviously, we're here because of Jacarie. So the main thing that we're wondering here is what happened with Jacarie.
Girls. Then at that point, then it started getting to where he just wanted to this steal a lot.
Steal a lot? So he had some discipline problems?
Yeah,
what was he stealing?
Just like I food, and I couldn't understand that because he was getting fed.
Okay.
And after he got eaten, it's like he wanted to get up in the middle. He wanted to get up in the middle of the night. And he wanted to look here. Like you order egg card. At some point, he just started being working.
Okay. So he kept on stealing food and stuff?
Then it started to the point where I couldn't even take him.
Yeah. October 10th? What do you remember about October 10th?
Okay, so he died on the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
I had stayed in the house with him for almost a couple weeks.
A couple weeks?
Probably
about a week. How did he die?
Over, I guess to the point like while Sarah died, it's like I stopped thinking about everything. So it was like I wasn't breathing.
Okay.
Romuan also tells detectives that he was simply overwhelmed by the death of his girlfriend, Sarah, who had suddenly taken her own life. He claims that her loss caused him to withdraw from everyone around him. But if the detectives were meant to believe that he was just emotionally detached, they were in for a shock, because what he reveals next uncovers the horrifying and sinister truth behind Jacarie's death.
To deal with. And you're unable to mourn yourself. And then you have the 3 kids that you have to watch. And I'm guessing everything just kind of piles up. It gets way too much. When's the last time that Jacarie ate before October 3rd?
For the last 2 days, I think I wasn't eating for the last 2 days.
2 days? Okay. Why specifically Jacarie? Because the girls were well fed.
Then the detective asks the most crucial question, the one that had likely haunted the entire investigative team for months.
I just fear. I was sitting there,
Mm-hmm.
So was Jacarie able to go into the kitchen and grab food if he wanted to, or no? What would happen if Jacarie went into the kitchen and grabbed something to eat?
Actually, I wasn't even paying attention. I was most of the time. I was after I said right now, he was way different.
Then why Jacarie?
Well, because the way he acted, the way he acted.
Okay. So did Jacarie get a lot? I'm sorry, it's just a little difficult to use.
Oh, yeah.
Was that from him getting punished for stealing the food?
Yeah.
When did those happen?
Like, when it happened?
Yeah, when did he get punished for stealing the food?
I think, yeah, that's all happened. Like, because first I wasn't doing anything. Well, I was pushing like not letting him like the gang and stuff and all that, like taking stuff that I don't they like to do. Yeah, after I had the elements, it became like punishing him like for everyone and stuff.
Okay. So it turned physical after that? Did you ever take Jacarie to the hospital for? No? Okay. Did he ever complain about it? No? He never complained?
That's why when I was reading some good stuff in the South, I'm like, he never.
As the interrogation continues, detectives are confronted with a shocking reality. This isn't just a case of neglect, but a brutal, calculated crime hidden within the walls of Romuan's home. And as he goes on to describe his constant control over Jacarie, it becomes painfully clear that he knew exactly what he was doing to his child.
Because, I mean, I believe there was like ramen noodles and stuff like that in the house. So how would you stop him from eating that, though?
No, I think that was okay. Yeah. So I was just telling him if he didn't stop, I would take his food away.
Okay. So if you caught him with food, you would take it away from him?
No, I was telling him that if he didn't stop, that I would take it away.
If he didn't stop what?
If he didn't stop his problems.
Okay. So he has problems. You start taking the food away. Is it like a rule? Is it like if you catch him in the kitchen, something were to happen? Like, how would you kind of enforce his punishment?
Okay. How much do you think he had eaten? You know, when's the last time do you think he was given any sort of food?
I mean, I was beat, like I said, I think, like I said, when he passed, I think he went like 2 days without eating.
2 days without eating? Okay.
Was he allowed to drink water or anything like that, or was it just the food you were taking away?
It was the food, because I was out here. I just remember I just moved.
I mean, would you punch him? Would you, like, how would you whoop him? I mean, what?
I had something.
Would you hit him with something?
Yeah, like a shoe or something like that.
With a shoe or, okay. Was it always something different?
No, I just I remember it. Shoe.
The shoe?
Through the interrogation, the detectives are also able to piece together a timeline of when things began to spiral for Jacarie. Romuan's girlfriend, Sarah, died in July, and by August, Jacarie was already showing clear signs of enduring both mental and physical violence at the hands of his father.
Pretty strong bones in his body that were broken, and they were at various stages of healing, which means they happened over a period of time, and they were healing, and they're very strong bones, okay? Like, everyone can break their nose, right? It's fairly easy to break your nose, but like your leg, it's pretty hard to break. Do you have any idea why he would have some broken bones?
No. I mean, the only thing, like I said, I was doing like a shoe, and the shoe was kind of like a thick sole.
Okay.
So,
think that might have caused it? Okay. When Jacarie was being whooped, did he like make noises? Did he cry? What was Jacarie's reaction to being whooped?
Okay, probably.
Did he have any issues walking after any of the whoopings?
I've never seen that.
Never seen it? Do you think Jacarie would tell you if like his leg was hurting or if he was having problems walking? You think he would?
I thought he would anyway. Just like I said, when I saw the reports, and I was like, it was like he never, I never saw him hurting or said he was hurting. That's why I was shocked when I actually did that, because he never could that stuff.
Did he ever ask you for food? Yeah. When he asked you for food, would you give it to him, or?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes? But not all the time?
No, sometimes if he did something.
Okay. Before October 3rd, like the couple of days beforehand, was he asking you for food? Can't remember? No.
Now, while the physical torment may have started later, a disturbing pattern of systemic mistreatment had begun more than a year earlier. It started when Romuan stopped sending Jacarie to school, cut off his access to his mother, and never took him to a hospital for regular checkups or treatment for injuries. This all occurred well before Sarah's death, making it clear that while her passing may have escalated the situation, the cruelty was already deeply in place.
Morning with what's going on with Sarah, and you're kind of watching him in the living room, and you're sleeping in the living room to kind of keep an eye on him, is that right? And you said about 3 times a week when he'd act up or misbehave, that's when the whoopings would happen, right?
I mean, your oldest son, Gervais, have you explained to him any of this?
I think I told him.
You tried to?
He was pretty fucked up, for lack of a better way to put it, for what happened. I talked with him that night, and he said that he saw Jacarie for his birthday, and Jacarie begged him to stay, but he wouldn't because he had stuff to do. You know, he's a grown man, he has his own life. But he told me that back when he saw him on his birthday, he said Jacarie looked hungry. And he said he got him a little bit of food and things like that. But so what would make you think your oldest son to look at Jacarie and say he looks hungry?
Like, how long would Jacarie have gone without food for that?
No, I can't remember.
Can't
I
remember.
don't remember we like something like food, like stuff out in for like a whole week or anything like that. I can remember the only time, like I told you, I did those 2 days, but
Anything ever happened longer than 2 days, you think?
not that I can remember. Yeah.
What was the worst whooping that Jacarie ever got? Like, if you had to think of like the worst beating that he had for acting up, what do you think that would have been? And when you would whoop him with the shoe, where would you hit him with the shoe? Was it like on his rear end, his back? Where would you hit him?
It started with his rear end, but if he moved a lot, and yeah.
What would happen if he moved? Would you just keep hitting him, or would you be? I'm just asking. Would you say that you were taking your anger out on him for what happened and what you were going through? You don't know.
I could have.
So if you went 2 days without eating, how would you feel? Like, have you ever gone 2 days without eating?
Have I ever?
Yep. Not that you know of?
It's out the kitchen.
Okay. Now, your oldest son told me that you're kind of particular that you don't let people eat past 5 p.m. Like, if you miss dinner time, you're not eating. Is that fair to say, or? He said, like, when he was in the house and he was younger, like, there would be like a set time for dinner. And if you didn't make that set time for dinner, you weren't eating that night.
No, okay, I would have everybody eat. It was like morning, morning, afternoon, and dinner.
Like your standard 3 meals, right?
Yeah. So now, if you want to go back in the kitchen and if you want to eat snacks, that's stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. What was preventing Jacarie from getting food the last couple of days?
It was just me.
Just you?
Okay.
Okay. I mean, was Jacarie like, I mean, he was free to walk around the house and everything, right? So were you just, I mean, what would have happened if Jacarie went and got food?
At the time, I probably would still tell him no. But a lot of times I was outside.
Because there was food in his pockets.
There was food in the okay. But yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of times I was outside.
So if Jacarie pulled something out of his pocket and started eating it in front of you when he was on a timeout, what would you do?
I don't know, because I never saw him do that.
Was he fearful? Like, if he knew he couldn't do that, right? Like, so he knew if he did that, there would be a whooping probably, right?
Yeah, probably.
What do you think caused Jacarie to die?
Probably from those last days not eating.
The fact that Jacarie had food in his pockets but couldn't eat it under the constant watch of his controlling father painted a painfully dark picture of the psychological control and trauma that he endured. And while Romuan would later claim that he didn't understand the consequences of his actions, the following moments of the interrogation make it painfully clear that he knew exactly what he was doing to his son.
I didn't realize.
You didn't even realize?
Mm-hmm. Not at all.
So after he passes, what do you do?
I was in shock, and I stood there like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. So, the only thing I did was I just sat there, looked at the bell, I was going to go back in the house with him. I didn't know what to do.
Did you think about calling for help? Can I ask why?
I don't even know why. I just didn't. I probably because I'm shocked. I didn't know what to do. I was here. Because I never ever heard that. So I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was afraid. I didn't know what to do.
How long did you stay with him?
I stayed with him like a week.
Like a week?
Then the detective asks a poignant question that reveals yet another chilling layer of torture and violence, something that even an autopsy report wouldn't be able to catch.
I mean, it was malnutrition. You know? There were quite a lot of bottles of, like, pee in the living room. Was he allowed to go and use the toilet at all, or did he have to stay just in the living room?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I just let him, I had him stay in the living room because if he went to the bathroom, he had to his off and do that stuff. So I just had him pee there.
Okay.
So he wasn't free to roam about the house?
Not at a certain, like if he was going not by himself.
Okay. How would you prevent him from going in? I mean, would you, like, was he tied up? Was he, like, kind of put in an area where he couldn't move? Like,
yeah, put it in inside the area.
Okay. And how would you keep him from getting out of that area?
Just have him sit there.
Just have him sit there?
Okay. And what happened if he didn't listen and he got up and went to the kitchen?
I never had that problem because he'll just the only time you get that is when I wasn't there.
When you weren't there? How long would you go without being in the house with the kids?
It wasn't that long. Like when Sarah was there, it'd be like maybe 2 days or so.
2 days or so?
Yeah.
Who was in charge of the kids then?
My oldest two.
Your oldest two?
To further drive home the point that Romuan was fully aware and conscious of his actions, detectives present a series of social media posts and discussions that reveal incriminating details.
Yeah. So there's a couple of messages in there where it says that what happened to Jacarie wasn't an accident.
You say it's a couple of messages that was not an accident.
That you had responded then to people saying that what happened wasn't an accident.
I can't remember.
Can't remember? So I have, particularly, there's one here. His son was intentional, so don't get it twisted. It was sent in November. It's from you.
He probably attacked the wrong because I even sent out a letter saying, I sent out quite a few of them saying, the guy never met for hate and stuff like that. So that probably was like a misprint.
Misprint?
Yeah.
And while Romuan chooses not to write a letter of explanation to his family, despite being given the chance, he does offer an answer to one heartbreaking question.
Do you feel a little bit better that you talk to us? No?
What would you say to Jacarie if you could right now?
I'll just I'm sorry. And I ain't afraid. I ain't been afraid at that.
Out of my curiosity, where have you been staying? On the street?
Shelter.
Which shelter?
At the guest house.
The guest house?
What Jacarie Robinson endured wasn't just mental or physical torment. It was the complete erosion of faith and dignity, the very things that a child depends on their parents to protect. On August 29, 2024, Romuan Moye pleaded guilty to first-degree reckless homicide, chronic child neglect, and failure to report the death of his son, Jacarie. The judge described the case as something out of a horror movie, calling it, quote, unconscionable, and, quote, the most vicious and aggravated thing she had ever encountered. Romuan Moye was sentenced to 47.5 years in prison, followed by 25 years of extended supervision. Now, if you think this case was horrific, you need to check out my video on the evil mother who was exposed by her own son.